Morning, Dad.
Morning, Dad. What's for breakfast?
Lark's tongues in honey. Chinese butterfly wings fried to perfection in a feather-light batter. And a delicate cordial distilled from the nectar of roses.
What?
Well, what do you think's for breakfast? What's always for breakfast? Cereal and toast. But help yourself, the waitress is off duty.
What's the matter with him?
Oh, I'm trying to get this damn Walkman open.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, the batteries are flat. Jenny hurled it at me on her way out saying, Dad, can you put some new batteries in it? I've been trying for the last 15 minutes.
Oh, come on, Dad. It can't be that hard.
Deborah, you're joking. I can't even get the battery cover off. I mean, why don't they make them so you can get it off?
Dad, it isn't exactly like splitting an atom, is it?
No, it's a lot harder. It feels like there's a bloke on the other side of this holding it shut.
Don't be silly. How can anyone fit in there?
Deborah, it's a well-known fact that the Japanese are masters of miniaturisation. There's a mini ninja on the other side of this who's sworn to give his life holding the lid shut.
Dad, there's an easy way to do that.
Oh?
Give it to a boy. I'm not going to break my nails.
Well, here you go, Dad.
Oh, that really annoys me.
Oi, is that the last of the cornflakes?
Certainly looks like it.
Oh,
Want to take a bite of it?
Debbie, that's not fair. Could you leave me some?
No.
Oh, Deb, come on, that's not fair.
Oh, for Pete's sake, there must be a dozen packs of half-eaten cereal in the cupboard.
Yeah, but they're all stale.
Yes, of course they are, and you know why, don't you?
Because
We forgot to fold the wax paper, Dad.
Exactly, and now you can eat them.
Dad, eating stale cereal's like eating wallpaper paste. Your tongue sticks to the top of your mouth.
Them's the break.
Oh, wouldn't it drive you mad?
What's up now?
Do you know how many batteries a Walkman takes?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, and do you know how many you get in a pack? 2. That's how many. It's another plot, that's what it is.
What plot?
Well, no matter how many batteries you want, you only get them in pairs. I mean, you want 3 batteries, you get 2 or 4, never 3. Enough to make it burst into flames.
What's all this bursting into flames business?
Well, have you ever heard of spontaneous combustion?
No?
Well, it happens all the time. People stand around on street corners and just explode into flames.
Why do they do that?
Probably because they wanted 3 batteries and they only got 2.
Well, don't you do it. You'll burn the toast.
Yeah, Dad, it's some batteries.
Oh, where'd they come from?
They're in the drawer.
They're the old ones.
Well, that's another thing. Why do people save old batteries?
I don't know. They always look too good to throw out.
Anyway, Dad, one of them might have some life in it.
Well, I mean, that's the point. They look like new ones, and if you keep them hanging around, you can never tell the old ones from the new ones. Simon,
Yes, Dad.
which are the new ones?
These two?
Oh, how do you know?
I guessed.
Dad, there's an easy way to tell. Just lick them with your tongue.
That doesn't work.
It does if you got fillings.
Yeah, she's right. I did it once, and my mouth picked up John Law's. I'm not going to lick any batteries.
Hi, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, nudge.
Have an apple?
No, lick a battery. Well?
Yes, has a fruity aftertaste with a slight touch of tannin. Yeah, I'd say it was grown on the south side of the hill.
Try this one.
Oh!
That's the one I want.
Oh, got me right on a filling.
Quick, Dad, stick it back in and turn them up. It's time for the news.
What are you doing anyway, Mr. Kelly?
I'm trying to find a fresh battery.
Oh, you're looking at Pink Rabbit.
What are you talking about?
You know, the pink rabbits on the telly with the batteries in it. You know, they go for hours, those pink rabbits. You know.
Anyway, Dad, I'm off. Look, I'll be a bit late tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting a job.
What, just like that?
Yeah.
Hang on, kid. It's not that easy. I've been trying for weeks to get a job, and I'm better qualified than you.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I've got my HSC. What have you got?
I'm a girl.
So?
So it's a waitress job. That's all I need.
Dad, that is sexist.
What's the job anyway, Deb?
It's at the Steak Shack, Dad.
The Steak Shack? Well, that's licensed.
So?
So, to work in licensed premises, you've got to be over 18.
Yeah, how are you going to get around that one?
Simple, I'll lie. Same way I get into pubs.
What?
If I wanted to get into pubs, which I never do, because that'd be a... Bye, Dad.
I'll speak to you later.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes, Nudge.
I was wondering if you could spare another battery. That last one was quite tasty.
Betty, what are you doing?
3 little maids from school. I'm practicing, Mr. Kelly.
Exactly what are you practicing?
I'm practicing being Japanese. See my fan?
Of course you are. Listen, could you pass me that plan from the copier, please? What are you doing?
I'm walking in Japanese.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought you wanted to leave the room.
No, silly. No, this is how Japanese women walk, see? With their knees together.
Well, could you kindly unjap your knees and give me the plans? I'm in a hurry for them. Domo arigato.
Begos?
Domo arigato. That's thank you in Japanese.
Well, in that case, then, Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. Is that what you say when you say dumb, arrogant thingy?
No, you say Gesundheit when somebody sneezes.
Oh, well, you learn something new every day.
Betty, will you please stop walking like little Billy Goat Gruff? Tell me, what's this sudden interest in things Japanese?
Well, I think we should learn all about our Asian neighbours. Of course, we didn't have any in Walgett.
Didn't have any what?
Asian neighbours. Come to think of it, we didn't have any neighbours. So I want to learn all about Japanese culture and experience it for myself.
Well, let me know when you get to ritual suicide.
Yeah. Besides, our director says we should live our roles.
Your director?
Yeah, Mr. Pocklington of the Musical Society. We're doing a Japanese production.
Don't tell me. It's Tora, 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 and you're playing all three.
Mr. Carey-san, your son Simon-san is here to see us. That's Japanese.
Is it?
You make on through now.
Well, domo arigato.
Oh, no, you don't catch me out again.
Simon, do you want to see me?
Yeah, Dad, you got the newspaper?
The classifieds are in the kitchen.
No, I don't want the classifieds. I was after the news.
Well, here's some news for you. The positions vacant are in the classifieds.
Dad, what's the point?
The point is you should be using the classifieds to look for a job.
I looked for a job yesterday.
And what happened?
It wasn't there.
So you're giving up?
Why not?
Simon, go and get the classifieds and look for a job.
All right, but it won't do you any good.
Oh, that's what I love, a positive attitude.
That's what Mr. Pocklington say.
We're back in Japan, are we, Betty?
Yeah.
All right, tell me, what is this Japanese production you're doing?
It's the Mikado.
Mikado?
Yeah. By Gilbert O'Sullivan.
It's the Mikado.
Is it?
Yes, by Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh, well, I didn't know there were 3 of them.
Why do I bother?
Anyway, to get us in the mood, Mr. Pocklington's going to take us all to a real Japanese restaurant tonight. We're going to have real Japanese food.
Sashimi?
Gesundheit.
Of course. So, how'd the job hunting go today?
How does it always go? Nothing. Zilch. The big zero.
Well, you can always try again.
Dad, what's the point? I've been trying to get a job for weeks and still get nowhere.
Listen, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing what you told me to. I'm wearing a suit, a tie, I look neat, and I still get nowhere. So where do I go from here?
To more interviews.
I'm telling you, Dad, I'm not going to get a job. I'm starting to feel totally useless. I never felt like this at school.
Yes, well, Simon, you're not at school now. I mean, when you were at school, you were a big frog in a little puddle. Now it's welcome to the big puddle. You just got to keep trying, that's all.
Well, it's not that easy. I'm starting to feel like some kind of outcast.
Oh, Mr. Kelly. Oh, Simon.
And you didn't make me feel any better today either.
Nudge? What did Nudge do?
Oh, I told you, Simon, I had important business to attend to.
What happened?
Well, I dropped into the bank to see him and I walked up to the window and guess what he did?
What?
He stuck a See Next telesign on the counter and walked away.
I had important business.
Oh, what important business, Nudge?
Well, it was play lunchtime and I only get 10 minutes. Besides, there's a time and a place to stop and have a chat.
Yeah, when's that?
When I'm supposed to be working. You won't understand that, Simon, because you haven't got a job.
Well, thanks a lot for nothing.
Good work, Nudge.
What did I say?
Nudge, has anyone ever told you you're as subtle as a brick?
Yeah.
Well, they were right.
Well, what did I say?
Simon, can I come in?
Yeah, coming, Dad.
Simon, how can I come in?
Hang on.
Ye gods, how many of you are living in here?
What do you mean?
Well, look at your room.
What's wrong with it?
Well, for a start, you can't even see it. Look, Simon, you've got to get over this depression.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's getting slapped in the face every day.
Okay, you're right and I sympathise, but you've just got to keep a positive attitude.
Well, that's not easy.
Well, nobody said it was, but you just have to do it. I mean, if you keep telling yourself you won't get a job, you start believing it.
How do you mean?
If you believe you're unemployable, why should the interviewer feel any different?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then you start letting things slide and you become sloppy, like your room here.
What's wrong with it?
Your attitude's even starting to affect your room.
Dad, my room's been like this since I was 10.
Maybe we should have had this talk sooner. Okay, look, let's pick a few things up.
Dad, don't tidy. I know where everything is.
Oh, how could you? Where's your blue shirt?
Under that pile there.
Oh, well, where's your other brown shoe then?
On top of the wardrobe.
Well, be that as it may, you should keep your things off the floor and in the wardrobe. Even better still, keep those things out here and sleep in the wardrobe.
How could I fit my bed in the wardrobe?
Well, you've managed to fit everything else in there. Come on, let's pick a few things up. I'll give you a hand. It'll make you feel better.
It won't make me feel better.
Yes, it will. It'll make you feel better.
It won't make me feel better.
Well, it'll make me feel better.
Yeah, it'll make you feel better.
Hi, Dad. Where's Dad?
Hey? Oh, he's up talking with Simon. Oh, what's up with Simon these days anyway?
What do you mean?
Well, I was just talking about my job.
Ah, that'd be it. You've got a job and he hasn't. He's a bit touchy about it.
Oh, yeah. That's good, isn't it?
What do you mean it's good? It's terrible.
No, it's not. Look, all my life I've had to take Simon's leftovers. I always get the ugly one. I never get to drive when we go anywhere. I'm the one who has to queue for tickets while he chats up all the birds. But for once, I'm in the driver's seat, and I quite like it.
Nudge, that's rotten. You're actually enjoying the fact that Simon can't get a job.
Yeah.
How could you do that?
Oh, he'll get a job. God, if I can get one, he can. But just let me enjoy my little moment in the sun.
Simon, just check, make sure none of your socks are following us, would you?
What,
Been for your job interview, haven't you?
Yes.
And you have discovered that it's not that easy out in the big world, huh? Didn't I tell you?
Simon, don't gloat.
No, it's okay, Dad. I want to hear all about it. Tell me what they said, Deb. I'm going to really enjoy this.
Okay. They said you're hired.
I thought I was going to enjoy it more than this. I don't get it. I've been thinking about it all night.
Oh, Simon, are you still on about my job?
Well, yeah, how come you can just waltz in and get the first job you apply for?
Simon, you seem to forget I'm a warm and wonderful person.
There you go, Simon. That's exactly what we were talking about.
What is?
A positive attitude. You see, Deb went in there convinced that she'd get the job, and it was that positive attitude that got it for her, wasn't it, Deb?
No.
Oh, then what was it?
I think it was a leather miniskirt.
There you go. A positive attitude and a leather miniskirt.
And what am I supposed to do, wear tight little running shorts?
Why not? It worked for Warwick Kappa.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Kelly.
Hello, Betty.
Are we working in here today?
No. It's just that I'm running a bit late.
Well, I mean, how are we supposed to operate efficiently if you're always going to be late? I mean, I have to travel miles to get here. You only have to walk in from the kitchen.
Betty, put a sock in it and go to your desk.
But, Mr. Kelly, I only
Go
really...
to your desk.
See you later, Dad. Betty.
Sayonara, Simon-san. That's Japanese, you know.
Yes, of course it is. Oh, by the way, how's your Japanese dinner go?
I had it for breakfast.
You mean you went this morning?
No, I had it last night, but... Oh, we picked a really bad night.
What happened?
Well, for a start, there was a shoe mugger outside.
A shoe mugger?
Yeah, he tried to steal my shoes, so I had to knuckle him. And when we got inside, they'd been burgled.
Burgled?
Yeah, someone had stolen all the furniture. There wasn't a chair in the place. We had to kneel on the floor. And then this waiter came around, he's really cute, and he bowed, and I bowed, and that was a mistake.
Oh, you committed a breach of etiquette.
No, I dipped my head in a soup.
Betty, that's really terrible. How was the food, by the way?
Well, I don't know. The thieves must have taken the stove too, because the fish was raw. And there weren't any chips with it either.
Betty.
They had these nice little rice cakes with little bits of sort of green glad background.
Betty, that was seaweed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ugh. If I'd known that, I never would have eaten it. Ugh. Anyway, then they brought this towel round to dry my hair, but the towel was already wet anyway.
Sounds like an absolute disaster.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, with all their bad luck, I didn't like to complain, so I just took the raw fish home in my handbag and I froed it up for breakfast this morning.
How'd it taste?
Interesting. Sort of handbaggy.
I suppose it's the marinade.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Hi, Deb. Hi, Simon.
Ah, I suppose you've come to gloat again, have you?
No,
You're a bit early, aren't you? They give you an early mark.
no,
Well, they give you half a day off.
no.
What then?
They gave me the sack.
That's terrific!
You guys are really weird, you know. You're supposed to be best friends.
So?
Well, Well, first of all, he was delighted that he had a job and you didn't. Now you're overjoyed that he's got the sack. I mean, it's really off.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Sorry, mate.
Oh, that's all right. It wasn't your fault.
Anyway, Nudge, what'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh, you must have done something to get the sack.
Debbie, you can't do anything when you're asleep.
I fell asleep on the job.
Worse, I fell asleep on the money.
You fell asleep on the money? How could you do that?
I was in the vault and I just had play lunch and I was feeling a bit drowsy.
So?
So I just put my head down for a moment on a big pile of $50 notes. Oh, it was so soft and warm that I nodded off. Next thing I know, the manager was kicking me awake and saying I was fired.
That's awful.
That's not the worst bit. I slept right through and missed my lunch hour.
Bad luck, mate.
Bad luck, it was a catastrophe. I've never been unemployed since I left school.
Oh, that's a whole month.
Yeah, I gave that job the best weeks of my life. Now they've cast me aside, thrown on the scrap heap of capitalism.
Now you know how I feel.
Oh, it's different for you. You're making a career out of it. Oh, well. If I'm going to live in poverty, I might as well do it in style.
What have you got in
I'm
mind?
going to become a priest. Yeah, I could see myself as Father Nudge.
Nudge, you can't do that. You're not even a Catholic.
Oh, that's discrimination. Well, then I'll start my own order. I'll call it the Nudgiskins.
The little fathers of the refrigerator.
Don't talk to me about food. I'm so upset I can't even eat.
You are eating.
Hey? Oh, yeah, but I'm not enjoying it.
Oh, Dad, you're still here?
Yeah, just finished. Why?
I was just wondering whether we could borrow your office.
Oh, what for?
I've decided that Simon and Nudge need to brush up on their interview technique.
What's wrong with it?
It's non-existent. I saw this thing on television about role-playing. One kid played the boss and the other was applying for the job.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Yeah, then they switched roles. That way they could get a better feel for what to do in an interview. You understand both sides.
Ah, well, it might work. OK, I'll donate my office. It sounds like a worthy cause. What program do you see this on?
Sesame Street.
Sounds about their speed.
Hi, Dad, can we use your office?
Oh, it's Big Bird and the Cookie Monster. Come on in.
So, what do we do first?
Okay, Simon, now you interview Nudge. And remember, both of you, be decisive.
OK, well, who will you be?
I'll be the secretary. Simon, sit over there. Mr. Kelly, Mr. Naritas is here to see you.
What do I have to be?
You have to be what?
Mr. Naritas. Can't I be Mr. Nudge?
Nudge, you can't go through life like that. You need two names.
Oh, well, then I'll be Mr. Nudge Nudge then. Yeah, I like that. It's got a hyphen in it. Sounds posh. Yeah.
Nudge, just go on in. Now, Simon, shake his hand.
I was going to.
Well, you're hesitating too much. Remember, you've got to be decisive.
Hello, Mr. Nudge.
It's Nudge Nudge with a hyphen.
Hello, Mr. Nudge Nudge.
Hey, hello, Mr. Simon.
Nudge, cut it out.
Hey, I was only trying to lighten the moment.
Now, Simon, ask him to sit down. Where are your manners?
I was going to.
Well, get on with it. Be decisive. You're the boss.
I'm the boss?
Yes.
And you're the secretary?
Yes.
Not anymore. You're fired. How's that for decisiveness?
Can't do that to me.
Tough.
Hey, if she's fired, can I have her job?
No.
Why not?
'Cause your legs aren't good enough.
That's sexist.
Shut up. You're fired. Now, listen, what experience have you had?
Not much.
Nudge, don't say that.
Well, it's true. I'm only 18, and besides...
Besides what?
Well, how can I get any experience? He always leaves me with the quiet ones who won't do anything.
Nudge, we're not talking about your sex life.
Oh, well, he is.
Oh, hold on. Look, this isn't working. Look, swap roles. Nudge, you be the boss.
Hey, wow, that was quick. Well, I only just came in for the interview and I'm the boss already. You're right, Deb, this really works.
Oh, shut up, Nudge, and interview me.
All right, then. What's your name?
Kelly.
Well, you can't have the job. Get out.
What have I done?
I've heard about you. You're a pervert. Yeah, he's always going on about my sex life.
Somehow it wasn't like this on Sesame Street.
Oh, it's one of the Three Little Maids.
They're girls?
Well, you know, in the Mikado. The Mikado. You know, three little maids from school, we bird to the school. What were their names? Yum Yum, Chum Chum, and Num Bum? Which one are you, and I bet I can guess?
None of the above.
Well, who are you?
Peter.
There's no Peter in the Mikado.
No, there is in Peter Pan.
I suppose I should have known that.
Yeah, well, the Musical Society had a meeting last night. We had a terrible argument.
What was it about?
Oh, well, so half of us wanted to do the Mikuru and half of us wanted to do Peter Pan.
Well, why didn't you vote on it then?
We did. It was a draw.
You mean half of you are going to do the Mikado and the other half are going to do Peter Pan?
No. All of us want to do half of the Mikado and all of us are going to do half of the Peter Pan.
Together? You can't do that!
Yeah, of course you can. You just change the name.
Oh, what to?
Well, isn't it obvious? Peter Japan.
Dad, congratulate me!
Congratulations.
Thank you. Madge, congratulate me!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Simon, why are we congratulating you?
I am employed. I have a job. You are talking to a salaried person.
Ah, that's terrific. Where?
Well, I dropped into the bank this morning.
You mean you've got my job?
No, but they offered it to me, but then I couldn't do that to you, Nudge.
Oh, Simon, that's very loyal of you. But was it wise?
As a matter of fact, the manager felt really bad about sacking Nudge.
You mean I've got my job back?
Well, he didn't feel that bad.
Oh.
Cheer up. He was so impressed by my positive attitude that he rang his golf club. He's the president.
So?
So he's got us both jobs. We are assistant greenkeepers.
Oh, that's terrific. What does it mean?
Well, we mow the greens and the fairways and look after the course, and from time to time we might even get the chance to play.
To play what?
Well, to play around.
Oh, it's always sex with you, isn't it?
Kids, breakfast. Who is that? What is that? Someone left a black fire hydrant in my kitchen. Nudge, what are you doing here?
Oh, it's only you, Mr. Kelly. Well, you shouldn't sneak up on me like that. I didn't hear you.
Nudge, what are you doing here?
Beg your pardon, Mr. Kelly. I didn't hear you. Must be the helmet.
Well, take the helmet off.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Take the helmet... Oh, never mind, I'll do it.
Ow!
Now can you hear me?
I'm not sure. I think you dislocated my ears.
Nudge, what are you doing with the helmet on?
Having breakfast.
I can see I'm going to have to get this out of you a bit at a time. Nudge, why are you wearing a helmet in the kitchen? What, are the magpies particularly bad today or something, are you?
No, Mr. Kelly, it's really very simple. I'm working at the golf course.
Good, got that, and...
And it's Thursday.
Can I buy another clue?
And Mr. Kelly, it's a well-known fact that Thursday is Ladies' Day.
Ah, now it all becomes clear.
Yeah, we call them the air beaters.
Air beaters?
Yeah, you know. Whoops. Oh, well, we won't count that one, will we?
Yes, Nudge, well, if they don't actually hit the ball, you don't need to wear a crash helmet.
Oh, no, Mr. Kelly, very occasionally they do hit the ball.
And you don't know where it's going.
They don't know where it's going. Stood behind 3 of them yesterday.
And what happened?
Got it 3 times.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Nudge.
What's he doing here?
Having breakfast.
Dad, look, I need to buy some art materials. Can you let me have some money?
Yeah, I suppose so. How much do you want? 10, 20?
200.
200? 200?
Yeah?
We are talking about dollars, aren't we?
Dad, I'll pay you back. It's only a loan.
It's not a loan, it's more like a national debt. Well, I mean, you know, you could float a company on that sort of money.
That's what I had in mind.
Hey, Dad, while so can I borrow 10?
No way.
Where's the sense in this? You're actually considering lending Debbie $200, but you won't let me have 10?
Well, you don't think big to get anywhere, Simon.
Listen, didn't you say something about floating a company?
Yeah, well, that's what I need the materials for. I'm going into business decorating T-shirts.
Oh, T-shirts.
Yeah, I did one for myself, and all the girls at college loved it. Now I've got orders for 20 more. I'm going to do really nice pastel shades with native birds and flowers and everything. Really feminine.
Oh, I wouldn't mind trying one on.
On you?
No, one of the girls.
Nudge,
Yeah?
you're a sexist clod.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, Deb, if you've really got that many orders already,
I have.
well, that sounds like could be a good investment.
Dad?
What, Dad?
Well, you're not serious. Lending her $200. I mean, what does she know about business?
I know as much as you would.
Listen, while you were playing with paints and crayons, I was studying advanced economics.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how come you have to borrow $10?
Well, because I advanced my economics a little too far. That's all.
Anyway, Simon, I made $15 in tips at the restaurant last night. How's that for business sense?
Got a point there, Simon.
That's not business sense. That's because she wears that tight little leather mini.
You use what you've got.
Hey, Dad, can I have some money?
Oh, Jenny, how nice to see you. Did you sleep well last night? I slept well.
Sorry, Dad, good morning and all that. Can I have some money, please?
Why do you want money?
Because I saw you had the wallet out and I thought I might get lucky.
The wallet is closed. Go and have your breakfast.
Dad, what about my working capital?
Well, oh, look, I haven't got it on me. I'll give you a check.
Terrific.
Dad, you aren't going to give her the money.
Well, Simon, it could be a good little business.
But she has no business sense at all. She's only a girl.
Sexist?
Look, Simon, keep out of this. I'll fix it. Now, Deborah.
Yes, Daddy?
Oh, no. She's doing the yes, Daddy bit. You always fall for that.
Simon, shut up. Now, Deborah, if, and I emphasise if, I lend you this $200, how much will you pay me back?
200, of course.
Yeah, what about interest?
Interest?
Yes, it's common business practice when you borrow money to pay it back with interest.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, Dad, what would I know about all that? I'm only a girl.
Morning, Mr. Kelly.
Morning, Betty.
Honey, I'm sorry I'm late.
Is that all?
Is what all?
Only I'm sorry I'm late. Is that all?
Oh, I'm really sorry I'm late.
No.
I'm really sorry I'm very late.
But,
What but?
well, the cat exploded. Or the bus was hijacked by Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, was it? Oh, and I missed it because I was late.
No, Betty, you don't understand. You must have some insane reason for being late.
Why?
Because you always do. I mean, you always waltz in here exactly 9.5 minutes late.
Oh, well, I always try to be late on time.
I'll let that one go. And then you start telling me these weird and wonderful stories from the nether regions of your mind.
Do I?
Yeah.
Well, nothing happened. Sorry, Mr. Kelly, but this is a true late.
Oh, Betty, you can't do this to me. Don't you realise my day has developed a rhythm?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I come in here, I do half an hour's work, and then you come in here, and it's like a trip to Disneyland. We all go off to Betty World, the happiest kingdom of them all.
Oh, well, nothing happened.
Oh.
Unless you mean last night.
Oh, and you wouldn't let me down? What happened last night?
Well,
I love it when you say that.
yeah? Well, last night was the first rehearsal of our music society.
Oh, that's right. You're doing a combined production of The Mikado and Peter Pan, aren't you?
Yeah, Peter Japan.
Of course. And what do you play?
The piano.
No, in the musical.
Oh, well, I got one of the title roles.
Betty, you're playing Japan.
No, I'm playing Peter.
Really?
Yeah. Mrs. Pocklington was going to do it.
How come?
Oh, Mr. Pocklington's the director. But the stagehands threatened to go on strike.
Because of favouritism.
No, because of the overweight. So they have to pull the wires while she flies around the stage. And they said if she was going to be Peter Pan, they wanted hernia money.
So, you got the job.
Yeah.
Because you were the best at it.
No, because I was the lightest at it.
Ah, must be all that air in your head. So you get to fly around the stage on that tiny little thin wire.
Yeah. Oh, it's so exciting. I made my big entrance last night.
Where?
Right through the back of the scenery.
Thanks, Betty. I needed that.
Excuse me, Betty. Does Dad have a minute?
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Cully, but your daughter Deborah would like to know, do you have a minute?
Tell her, yes, I do.
He suggests he does. She might go on through now.
Can you ask him to see me in the living room?
Oh. Mr. Cully, your daughter Deborah would like to know, could you
Very
see
well.
Oh.
So, what's this all about?
First shareholders meeting for Debbie Designs.
Debbie Designs. Deb, I know you're no world beater at spelling, but couldn't you even get your own name right? You left the E off.
Dad is more artistic that way.
Okay. So, where are all the shareholders?
Welcome.
I'm it.
You're it? Dad, think of it. You're in on the ground floor of something big. Who knows? I could be the next Kendone.
I don't know if I condone that.
Dad, if you weren't the major shareholder in this company, I'd throw up.
It was funny.
You want to put it to a vote?
I got $200, says it was funny.
It was hilarious. Now, look, here are the 2 designs I've done already.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah, and here's a list of orders. See, I've pre-sold 12 of these and 8 of these.
All right. How much are you asking for them?
$30 each, so that means I'll get...
$600.
Really? That's terrific. That's your $200 back and $300 profit.
No, Debbie, 200 plus 600 is 400, not 3.
Is it?
Are you sure you're cut out for this sort of business?
Dad, are you kidding? I just made an extra $100 without even trying. How good is that?
Now, listen, these are firm orders, are they?
Yeah,
Right, OK. Well, there's only one rule you should apply when you go on an operation like this.
I know. Don't let commercialism prostitute my art.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of get the money up front. Have you got deposits for them?
Well, no, but the kids are dying to have them. They'll sell, don't worry. I'll be making lots and lots of money. How much will I be making?
Let's just settle for lots and lots. OK, I'll give you the cheque for 200. But listen, Deb, when it comes time to do your tax return, do not do it by yourself.
Tax? What's tax?
You artists lead a sheltered life, don't you?
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mr. Kelly. Hi, Deb. Oh, what's all this?
Big business. Oh, I'll get back to you later, Dad. By the way, I love the Ken Dunn joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget the cheque, will you?
You're really going to give her that money?
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, how did things go at the golf course today?
Oh, wow, it's really rough out there today, Mr. Kelly.
Ah, the air beaters got you, did they?
No, it wasn't the air beaters today. It was the Good Shot Gladys Ladies Golf Club. They're just as bad.
The what?
Good shot, Gladys!
None of them hit the ball further than 20 metres, Dad.
Really?
Yeah, it's like slow-motion hockey where everyone has their own balls. They play for the Suppose Cup.
Yeah, and they're dangerous. One of them nearly hit me.
What happened?
Well, it was afternoon play lunch when I was sitting on the sand.
What
and
sand?
No, it sits in a bunker, Dad.
Yeah, well, I pretend I'm at the beach and the tide's gone out. Anyway, look, I was just sitting there and a ball just missed my head by this much.
Gee, that was lucky.
No, it wasn't. It landed right in my egg and banana sandwiches. Yeah, and then she insisted on playing it where it lay.
Why?
Because she said, it's in the rules, it's in the rules, and started swinging at my play lunch. There was egg and banana everywhere. Took her 3 goes before she got the ball, and when I said she should putt the sandwich because it was closer to the hole, she got really clanky.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
No, she didn't lose her egg and banana sandwiches.
Hey, Dad, tell Simon he's not allowed to pick on me.
Oh, no, you don't, Jen. Dad, tell her to stay away from the golf course.
Well, it's not fair, Simon. You're not the boss anyway.
Hang on. What's going on here?
Simon threw me off the golf course.
Simon?
Dad, I didn't throw her off. I told her to go.
Yeah, well, it's not fair.
Well, what was she doing that was so bad?
Dad, she was collecting the balls and selling them.
So?
Well, the club secretary says that's not allowed.
Oh, Simon, well, the club secretaries always say that. Look, it's an Australian tradition for kids to collect lost golf balls and sell them.
Yeah.
Dad, these balls were still moving?
Yeah, she chased one right down the 3rd fairway and tried to keep it.
Did you try and steal an old lady's golf ball?
Well, I got there first.
Well, it has to stop. Besides, it's dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah, you might get hit by a ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. I mean, just think. What would you do if you were hit by a golf ball?
I'd keep it. Hey, Dad, do you want to check my homework?
Oh, Jenny, I'm watching TV. I want to see if Terence is marrying anyone this week.
Oh, come on, Dad. You always say homework is important.
Jenny, did I ask you to do your homework at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, but I was hungry and had to have something to eat.
And at 5 o'clock?
Well, I had to have a play.
And at 6 o'clock?
That was dinner time, Dad. I was going to do it then, but you made me stop.
Oh, all right, give it here. But I'm telling you, this is my time. Do your homework earlier in future.
Yes, Dad.
Right, now, what have we got? Maths. What are Betty and Jim buying this week? A dozen oranges. God, this pair go through a lot of oranges.
Dad? Stop it, I'm watching the TV.
Well, you shouldn't be.
I was only doing it in case Terence got married and you missed it.
Well, we'll fix that.
Oh, Dad!
No, if I'm not watching TV, no one's allowed to watch TV. Now, Jenny, you got this wrong. What's 6 eighths?
42?
Don't guess. Either you know it or you don't. What's 6 eighths?
42.
That's wrong.
Well, you tricked me.
What do you mean I tricked you?
Well, I said 42 before and you're supposed to say right or wrong then.
Jenny, 6 eighths are 48.
Well, they must have changed it. Didn't it used to be 42?
Mathematical tables do not change from week to week.
Well, they should,
Why?
because then it'd be right.
Here, look, go and do them again. And check your sums if you're not sure.
All right.
And do your 6 times table 4 times.
Dad!
Go.
I'm off to work, Dad.
OK, what time are you going to be home?
Oh, about 11. It'll be the last time.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm resigning tonight. I don't need the job anymore.
But, Deb, that's a good job.
Yeah, but I don't need it anymore. I've got Debbie Designs now, and I'll be making lots and lots of money, remember?
Well, you haven't made any yet. I mean, all you've created so far is a debt. To me. Look, just keep waitressing till you make your first 100,000.
Dad, have a little faith in me.
Look, Deb, don't give up your night job just yet. You might need the money.
All right, but it's a waste of time. See ya.
See ya.
Bye, Jess.
Jenny, what are you doing there?
6 eighths are 48. Is that going to stay?
Go.
6 sevens are 55?
Go.
I want to see Terence get married.
Go.
I'm going.
Morning, Mr. Kelly.
Ah, there you are. Well,
Well, what?
I'm waiting for the second instalment. What happened in Betty World last night?
I've got time for that, Mr. Kelly. I've work to do.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's work for me. I absolve you from that. Absolve. There you go.
No, really, Mr. Kelly, I'm too busy.
Doing what?
Working for Debbie. I am an employee of Debbie Designs.
Working for Debbie? What about working for me?
Well, you just absolved me from that, remember?
No. That was for story time.
No. I have an obligation to the management of Debbie Designs.
Yeah, well, I'll speak to Deborah later.
No, you can speak to her now if you like. She's just outside.
What? Oh, she's supposed to be at college. Deborah, where are you? Debbie?
Yeah, Dad?
Question number 1, why aren't you at college?
Dad, I'm a busy woman. I've got a business to run.
Question number 2, why is Betty working for you?
I put her on the payroll.
But you haven't got a payroll yet.
Well, I will have. Remember that extra $150 you said I'd made?
Deborah, that was $100.
Oh. Well, I'm paying at 75, so that means I'm still $15 in front.
You're $25 in front.
Am I? Oh, that's terrific, isn't it? I just can't help making a profit.
Yeah, well, listen, why do you need Betty working for you?
Well, I needed to sort out all the T-shirts and wash them, then mix the dyes and everything.
Look, Betty cannot work for both of us at the same time.
Oh.
Right, now listen, you started this, you tell her.
Yeah, you're right. It's not fair on Betty having her working double time.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally realised it.
Betty, Dad says from now on you're working full time for me.
Okay, boss.
Nudge, what are you doing?
Pardon, Mr. Kelly?
What are you doing sitting in my refrigerator?
Mr. Kelly, it's not so much in it as at it.
You certainly are at it. There's nothing left.
No, there's still a bit here.
Nudge, what are you doing?
I'm conserving energy.
How can you conserve energy with a fridge door wide open?
I'm conserving my energy. This way I don't have to walk to the table to eat.
Look, just get out, will you?
Yeah, might as well. There's nothing left. Geez, you mob can eat.
May I close the door now?
Yeah, all right. Hang on, there's still a chicken leg there. Must have missed it.
Get out.
Hey, wait a minute. Look at that.
Look at what?
Is there a white spot on the end of my nose?
Yeah?
Oh, no, it's frostbite.
It's mayonnaise.
That's even worse.
Why?
I hate mayonnaise.
Nudge, you mean there's something in this world that's edible that you don't like?
Oh, nobody's perfect.
Anyway, Simon, how do things go at the golf course today? With a good shot Gladys gang there again?
No, they only play once a month. Today we had a worse problem.
Yeah, what was that?
The mini ninjas.
Mini ninjas? What, you got a bunch of little Japanese tourists playing golf?
No, they're a gang of local kids. They steal golf balls.
Not to sell them.
To ransom them.
They ransom golf balls?
Well, yeah, when a player gets to where his ball should be, he finds a ransom note. Leave $1 or you'll never see your ball again.
Well, can't you catch them when they come to collect the ransom?
Oh, no, they're cunning, Mr. Kelly. You leave the money in a hollow tree and the ball turns up on the next fairway. And you never know when they're going to strike.
Anyone seen them?
Only glimpses. They wear full camouflage gear and ski masks, and they escape to the bushes at the side of the course. If you get too close, they get out through a small hole in the wire fence.
What sort of homes do these kids come from?
Oh, and this afternoon they filled all the holes in on the green with black dirt.
Black dirt?
Yeah, so that nobody noticed. The golfers kept wondering why their balls kept bouncing out the holes.
Oh, I suppose somebody will do something to catch them.
They have.
What, call the police?
No. I have been appointed Nudge Force 1.
Nudge Force 1?
My mission, if I decide to accept it, and I have, is to eradicate the threat to the nation's golfers.
Something wrong?
Well, I thought you might self-destruct in 30 seconds. Anyway, Nudge, must be quite an honour. I guess the greenkeeper hopes this will keep him in line.
Actually, Dad, it's hoping it'll keep Nudge away.
Yes, yes. I'll be fighting for truth, justice, and the Australian way of golf.
Nudge, truth and justice have got nothing to do with the Australian way of golf.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. That makes two of us. Now, what don't we believe?
People are so unreliable.
Oh, Debbie, I'll believe that. Now, what people and what unreliable?
Well, look, I took your advice. I went to get the deposits from the kids who ordered the T-shirts.
Oh, these were those firm orders, were they?
Yeah, and they changed their minds as soon as I asked for the money.
Yes, well, firm orders have a habit of turning to jelly when you ask for the money.
Yeah, well, I've learnt that all right.
Yeah, well, you see, the trouble is you're dealing with the fad, you know? You've got to get in there fast and get the money before they change their minds. It's like hula hoops.
What are hoops?
Hula hoops. Oh, they were a fad in the 50s. Everyone bought these big round cane and plastic hoops. Everyone had one.
Why?
Because everybody else had one. But they got their fingers burnt. Somewhere there are warehouses full of unsold hula hoops, thousands of them. But they went out of fashion, like your T-shirts.
No, at least I sold my shirts.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I had to cut the price back.
How much did you make?
All up, $260.
Not as much as you expected.
Well, at least I got my profit.
Yeah, $60.
No, 200. That's what you said I'd get, remember?
Yeah. What about my 200?
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yes, you did. That 200 you got is mine.
Dad, can't you write it off as a tax loss?
I thought you didn't know anything about tax.
It was a stab in the dark.
Well, it missed. Can I have my $200, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, that only leaves me with 60.
Well, not even that. You employed Betty, remember?
Oh, no, Dad. She works for you.
Oh, Debbie, you promised you'd give us $75, remember?
Well, I've only got 60.
You made $15 in tips. That's 75.
That's all I've got.
Welcome to the crash of '88.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, hi, Simon. How's work today? Get attacked by any mini ninjas?
Dad, you won't believe it. Nudge Force rules. He caught the head ninja. Nudge, bring in the prisoner.
Nudge Force rules, Mr. Kelly.
Good work, Nudge.
We found this one down the street. Let's see who it is.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Hi, Dad. Ninja power!
I'll give you ninja power. Go to your room.
Ninja power rules!
And no dinner. How does that affect you?
Ninja power still rules.
And no TV for 2 weeks.
What, 2 weeks? That's not fair.
That got her.
Father power.
No TV for 2 weeks.
You got it.
You get less than that for murder in this state.
Dad, is something the matter? You've been looking around all through breakfast as if you've lost something.
Yeah, I know, Deb. I've got this strange feeling that there's something missing.
Let's see, you got your coffee, toast, marmalade, you've had your bacon and eggs, you got the paper. What else is there?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Oh, Dad, she's only been at Katrina's for 2 days. Don't tell me you're missing her.
Yes, it's funny, isn't it? But yes, in a strange way, I miss that all-pervading scent of baked beans at the breakfast table. And that cheerful little voice that says, "Hey, Dad, can I have some money?" It's good, isn't it?
Well, Dad, try and control your tears. It'll make your toast all soggy.
Oh, that reminds me.
Deborah, I don't expect you to understand this feeling of freedom. You wait till you become a father.
You've gone mad with grief.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, hi, Dad.
Oh, looks like grief is catching. What's up, Nudge?
It's Gina's father. He's told me never to see her again. My beautiful Gina. Gone forever.
Oh, poor Nudge.
Me and Gina were made for each other.
Yeah, sort of like sauerkraut and custard.
Exactly, Mr. Kelly. And now, gone forever.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad's even barred me from the pizza parlour.
What? No more free pizzas?
Hi, Nudge. Hey, Dad, I forgot. Jenny told me to give you this when she'd be gone exactly 2 days.
Why would Jenny give you a card, Mr. Kelly?
Who knows what goes on in the mind of a 9-year-old?
Oh, she probably knew how terribly upset Dad would be without her.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, be kind to him, Nudge. He's practically on the verge of a breakdown.
Me too. My beautiful Gina.
What about her?
Gone forever.
No more free pizzas.
I'm talking about love, Simon.
I know, you love free pizzas.
Dad, what does the card say?
Dear Dad, please send more money.
Now, that sounds like Jenny.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, Dad, this is really terrible.
Yeah, well, I'll admit it's lacking sensitivity, but don't worry, I just won't send her the money.
No, I don't mean the thought. I mean the card. It's lousy. I mean, look at it. I could draw better than that.
Yeah, well, I suppose you could.
As a matter of fact, I've got a great idea.
Uh-oh.
Dad, can I have a word with you? In private, please?
Uh-oh.
Dad, there's twice I've said something and twice you've uh-oh. What do you mean uh-oh?
I mean, you've got that can I borrow money look.
I think I deserve a bit more respect than that.
So you don't want to borrow money?
Well, yes, I do.
All right.
So I can borrow some money?
No, we can discuss it in private.
Then I can borrow some money.
No, then I'll say no.
Dad, trust me. I think I'm on a winner here.
All right, what's this about then?
Dad, do you know how much money there is in these soppy cards?
No.
Lots. Or rather my company, Debbie Designs, could revolutionise the greeting card market.
Oh, that'd be nice, dear.
See, I designed the cards, see? Pictures, words and all, see? And I tie them with the printer, split it 50-50 with him, and there we are.
There, who is?
You and me.
And where exactly are you and I?
Rich. What do you say, Dad?
No. Absolutely, positively and definitely for the final time, no.
Well, you don't have to give me your answer right now, you know.
Yes, I do, and I have, no.
Can't you at least think about it?
All right. No.
So, mate, what are we doing tonight?
I'm going out.
With a girl?
No, Nudge, a budgie?
Yeah, so who is it?
Nudge, gentlemen don't divulge.
Yeah, that'd be sexist, wouldn't it?
Exactly. After all, when a gentleman takes a young lady out on a romantic night, it's kind of private and sacred.
Yeah. Can I come?
Of course you can't come.
Oh, it'll be all right. I'll sit in the back seat.
Nudge, that's where we'll be sitting.
Oh, yeah. I can sit in the front seat then.
Nudge, I made a decision.
I can sit in the boot.
No. I've decided I'll have to teach you all about women and romance.
Ha, you?
Yeah, Mr. Kelly. After all, Simon is known as the love artist.
Actually, Simon's a very well-known artist.
He is?
Yeah, a bull...
Dad!
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna turn you into Nudge, the stud.
You beautiful.
What are you doing, Nudge?
You never know, mate. There could be police patrols out there.
I see, and you think they might arrest us?
Why not? This is a major felony, Simon. I mean, this office is your dad's sort of sacred site, isn't it?
Nudge.
You know, break and enter, down to the station, police brutality, rubber hoses, German shepherds. Those dogs can rip your arm off just by looking at them.
Nudge, it's all right. Betty's got the day off. Dad's gone out for the afternoon, and he said we could use the office.
Why?
Because he knows we've got a major tragedy on our hands.
We do? What?
You.
How do you mean?
Nah, I'm your friend, right?
Oh, I hate it when you say that.
What?
Because every time you start with, nah, Jam, your friend, right? You always finish with something really horrible.
Do you want to hear this or not?
No.
Nudge, if I can't tell you what I think, who can?
Look, what if you want to tell me is as bad as it usually is, and like what I think it's going to be this time, I don't think I want anybody, even you, to tell me what I think you're probably thinking.
I actually understood that. I've been hanging around Betty too long. So, you don't want me to tell you?
No.
Someday you'll thank me for it.
No, I won't.
All right, Nudge. I respect your cowardice.
Thank you. All right, tell me what you're going to tell me, but try and be kind, will you?
I'm your friend.
Keep saying that.
And someday you'll thank me.
Keep saying that too.
The reason for your pathetic lack of success with women is that you're as romantic as a blackhead. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Pathetic and blackhead I wasn't crazy about.
Nudge, you have to plan ahead.
How do you mean?
You see, every man needs a few women sort of in reserve. In case of emergencies. It's like having hunting dogs.
Hunting dogs?
Yeah, see, gentlemen need a few spare hunting dogs in case one gets sick.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You do?
Yeah, Gina sort of looked like a hunting dog.
Nudge.
You know, and every time I'd get near her, her ears would start to twitch. And then my ears would start to twitch and I'd...
Nudge!
Yes, mate?
Sit down. I'm going to teach you all about romance. How to write things that'll make women melt in your arms and smother you with hot, burning kisses.
Jeez, I'm feeling romantic already.
Let's pretend you're in love with someone.
Okay, who is she?
I don't know. Pretend you're in love with Betty.
Betty?
Well, it's only pretending. You're going to write a love letter.
To Betty? Yes, Simon.
Well, what will you write first in this letter?
Dear Betty?
It's a start. Print that.
Want to be more romantic if I wrote it?
Nudge, I'm your friend.
Oh, no.
Your handwriting's like the marks chickens with distemper leave on barn walls when they're dying.
Thank you. All right. Dear Betty, do chickens get distemper?
Dear Betty, what?
Dear Betty, I'm in love with her, right? I'm in love with her, so I'd say, Dear Betty, I love you. Yours faithfully, Nudge. There you go, easy.
Nudge!
Yeah.
Come back and sit down.
Oh, do I have to?
Someday.
I know, I'll thank you, yeah.
Well, what will you write next?
Heaps.
What?
Dear Betty, I love you heaps. You're right, Simon, I just can't say I loved you.
I love you heaps.
Yeah.
All right, think of something that'll butter her up, flatter her, you know?
You're beautiful? Smart?
No.
She's got nice fingers.
Nice fingers?
Yeah, they're clean.
Dear Betty, I love you heaps. You have clean fingers? Nudge, try saying something about her hair.
What? Oh, yes, good thinking, yes. There's lots of it, isn't there? Dear Betty, I love you heaps. You have clean fingers and lots of hair.
How could any girl resist that?
Yeah.
Oh, Nudge, for Pete's sake, try saying something romantic about her hair.
What?
Well, that's you. Long to stroke her long red tresses and...
Do I? Why would I want to stroke her trestles?
Tresses, not trestles.
Oh.
Nudge, you've got to be more romantic. Think romantic.
Oh, tell you what, I'll call her Elizabeth. That's romantic.
I can see we've got a lot more work to do.
Morning, Mr. Kelly. I'm sorry I'm late, but... Well, really, Mr. Kelly, if you're going to be late all the time, and if I'll make a special effort to come in here on a Sunday, and if you're busy and so am I too, then, and if it's good enough for you and it's not good enough for me, then it's not good enough. Anyway, punctuality is a thief of time. And, I mean, I cannot be expected to work Mephistophically if...
Hi, Betty. Only I'm sorry I'm late, but... Betty? This can't be from Nudge.
What does that say?
Your eternal humble slave, Nudge. It must be another Nudge.
You must think I'm stupid or something. I mean, do we know a lot of people called Nudge, do we? Do we know a lot of beautiful Bettys? I mean, Elizabeths with long red hair and clean fingers, do we? I'm sorry, Mr. Kelly, but it's only too clear. He's irritatingly and madly in love with me.
Oh, Betty, that's just not possible.
And why not? I'm a sophisticated and experienced woman of the world. Not at all embarrassed by sex. Why wouldn't he be in love with me?
He's too smart. What am I saying? You're right. It makes sense.
Oh, but Mr. Kelly, what about my darling Stan in Walgett? How could I deceive him by taking Nudge's most precious asset?
Nudge doesn't have any precious assets.
I mean, his innocence. I'm a Catholic. I'm a Catholic. What would the Pope say?
What? About Nudge's virginity?
Asset. I mean, what would the Pope say if I, an glorious, mature, ripe goddess, took that from me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, Betty, look, I'll go and talk to Nudge and I'll straighten this out.
No. This must be done subtly. You know, but straightforwardly, with kindness, but with extreme cruelty. I am the obvious one to do this, because this requires tact. Nudge.
Hi, Betty.
Oh, it's only you, Simon.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Betty.
Oh. Hello, Nudge. I would like to speak to you for a minute.
Okay, Betty.
Right now. In the parlour.
Okay, Betty.
That's good, Nudge. Always show him who's boss.
Okay, Simon.
Simon, what are we going to do?
I don't know. What did you have in mind?
Oh, well, I need to ask your advice.
Go ahead.
Well, if a certain older woman, much like myself really, found herself passionately pursued by a love-crazed younger man, almost a boy in point of actual fact, what should this older person do?
I reckon she ought to go for it.
Oh, language, please.
Are you telling me that there's a young man in love with you?
This is correct.
But you don't like him?
Oh, of course I like him.
But you don't want to, you know.
Certainly not. He's like a son to me. What can I do? What can I possibly do to make him forget his passion for me?
Get him a date with Helga.
Helga?
Yeah, one look at Helga and you forget all about you. Believe me.
You are asking me to use my best friend in the whole post office as a piece of sexual bait, like they do with feral pigs and rabbits? For a young man who worships the very line I walk on, break his heart and make Helga's life misery?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Who is this young man?
Promise you won't talk.
I promise.
That's Nudge.
Nudge and Helga, I'll kill him.
Nudge, when a person is shy and young and innocent and still has his asset, he might become infiltrated with a second person who is older, but he probably should settle for a third person who is less innocent and gave away her asset ages ago. And sometimes, when that first person and the third person come together, it can be truly wonderful.
What can be truly wonderful?
Those persons.
You mean the first person and the second person?
Oh, no, Nudge. Oh, please don't torture yourself like this.
Which persons then?
The first person and the third person. And in time, the first person will probably forget all about the second person.
Well, what happens to the second person then?
Well, the second person will be happy that the first person and the third persons were happy.
I understand.
You do, I knew you would. Oh, you're so brave, so clever.
I am?
Oh.
What about the first person and the third person?
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. The third person is Helga.
Helga, the postwoman, with the big, the uniform, the one who jogs and stands on her head all the time?
Yeah. Oh, well, Helga does practice yogurt. It's good for her posture.
It sure is. So, who's the first person then?
You.
Me?
You.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Well, it depends on what you think I'm saying.
Are you saying that if the first person, me, asked the third person, Helga, out, she might come across, out? With the first person? With me?
It would take but a little phone call.
Yeah?
Oh, Nudgy.
Nudgy?
Keep this so you'll always have a memory of what happened today. Goodbye.
Hi, Dad. Here's the first card.
What first card?
From Debbie Designs, see?
Sorry to hear you're sick. Hope you get well quick.
Well, what do you think of it? Tell me the truth.
It's awful.
Nudge liked it.
Well, that proves it's awful. Nudge is here?
In the living room.
Shh.
Dad? Shh.
So, how'd it go last night?
Oh, pretty good. We had a date at Sorensen's.
Yeah, and Dan?
Gentlemen don't divulge, do they?
Well, this one better.
Let's just put it this way, Simon, old son. Ever since you taught me romance poetry and all that stuff, they just won't leave me alone. Older women, mate. Older women. There's nothing like them.
I've taken her out too, you know.
Who are they talking about?
Betty.
Betty!
Did she have a uniform on?
No.
I've seen her without a uniform too, you know.
Why, Simon? Hello, Nudgy.
Mr. Cullen, Debbie, how could you do that to Nudgy? I mean, Nudge.
And how could you do it to my own son? And even without your uniform on? All right, Betty, I want a straight answer. What's all this about a uniform?
Oh, I can't control that, Mr. Kelly.
What?
I mean, it's all just part of the service.
Simon, Nudge, get in here this instant.
Betty, did you go out with Nudge last night alone?
Not exactly. I've got Helga to help me out.
Helga? Both of you?
I don't know how you could do it to me, Nudge.
I know you could do it to poor Gina.
I don't know how you could do it to Betty.
You did it to Gina, Betty, Helga in one night.
You know what you are, Nudge? A disgusting, sexist animal clod.
Hey, this stuff's great. Just to think I haven't even used it yet.
All right, look, everyone sit down.
I'm not going to sit down on that. Nudge tells me what went wrong.
Quiet! There's no simple way of asking this. Are you in love with Nudge?
No.
You're not?
Or Simon?
No.
Right, now, Nudge, Simon, are either of you in love with one or more of the following? Gina, Helga, or Betty?
Helga.
You're in love with Helga?
No, but if I had the choice, I'd take her.
Right, Nudge.
What?
Which, if any of those women, are you in love with? Or are you just in love with Betty?
I'm not in love with Betty.
You're not?
Sexist.
No, I'm in love with Gina, but she's
Gone forever.
Hypocrite.
Well, why did you go out with Gina, Helga, and Betty last night?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I was supposed to meet Helga at Silence's, but
And?
she didn't show up.
Some friend.
Good old Helga.
Quiet. Right, now, is it fair to say, then, that you, Nudge, and you, Simon, and Helga, and Gina, and you, Betty, are not in love with anyone? Except for Nudge and Gina, who's gone forever? And that no one, especially you, Betty, took off a uniform or stood on a head last night?
No. Yes. Both.
Sounds about right to me.
Right. Well, that's that settled.
Oh, just one thing though, Mr. Kelly.
Yes, Nudge.
All this, like, romance and stuff I had.
Yeah, what about it?
Did I enjoy it?